morning all, and welcome to yet another exciting review of Wednesday night track racing at the Dick Lane Velodrome. First race of the night was a Group 3 10-lap scratch race. The field was 5 deep, which means everyone got to pick up points crossing the finish line. Amelia Hicks was cautiously setting the pace, making sure not to give anyone an advantage. Even something as simple as a scratch race can require a great deal of strategy. It looks like everybody kept their cards close and waited for the bell lap, which turned it into more of a one-lap sprint race. With Justin Roman going high, we see Pierre Roux cutting through the middle, trying to keep his ground alongside Justin Roman. Justin Roman uses the high side of the track to gain some speed, but Pierre delivers a counter, which allows him to maintain a tire width to the finish line. Next race of the night was the Group 2 10-lap scratch race. 8 riders in total for the field. Points run 6 deep. Once the bell rings, Travis Neumuller takes the initiative to get the pace going. Notice he takes a look over his shoulder to make sure he's reading the pace correctly. Leah Jennis takes her turn at testing the field to see how much she's going to be able to get away with this evening. With 2 laps to go, this is where all the critical decisions start being made. With the ring of the bell, it looks like Leah Jennis had her sights set on going long and strong off the front. What started out as a good gap got eaten up by Chanel Ziesel with Tucker Glasgow in third. Next up was the Group 1 10-lap scratch race. That's 13 riders deep, points run 6 deep. Right after the bell, the racers start testing the rest of the field to see what everyone's got. Plenty of poker facing going on in the first half of this race, which usually leads to a lot of strategic posturing before the final sprint. With the bell ring, we see a 5-up break, which holds the weight of the points for this sprint. Aaron Young handily claims first place with Daniel Brewer in second and Julian Roux in third. Next race of the night is the Group 3 Win and Out. The Win and Out is an interesting race, if not a difficult race. After 5 laps, first place is awarded to the first person to cross the line on the first lap, and then second place is awarded to the first person who crosses the line on the lap after that, and then third place is awarded to the first person who crosses the line on the lap after that.
Winner 262!
Amelia Hicks had put a good effort in leading up to the first sprint. Didn't quite get it. Kind of put her out to dry, leaving Rudy Kiefer to angle in for second, while Daniel Brochard suffered for one more lap to get third place. Next was the Group 2 Win and Out. The Group 2 category got animated right away, making it look like actually quite a bit of fun. Steve Hill, our local national record holder, was delivering a pro-level performance tonight on the bell. I'd be willing to bet that Steve knows the surface of this track better than anybody else. With Chanel Ziesel just snipping Leah Jennis for first place, Leah manages to get another round and get second place. Next up was the Group 1 Win and Out. I decided to get a few words with Howard Buckley to see how he was faring this evening.
Howard, you guys wake up yet?
No, I
Did you
haven't.
wake up in the last race?
They didn't wake up yet.
Maybe the third race?
Maybe a third race.
All right.
The Group 1 Win and Out has 13 riders in the field. There's a lot of talent on tap. 6 places deep, just as before. Once the bell rings, you see Daryl Christopher giving a nice wind-up into the bell lap with Aaron Young on his wheel. Aaron takes advantage of the lead out, making a 6-bike gap, securing it well into the home straight. Jonathan Agee finds a good spot that leads him out for solid second place. Daniel Brewer maintains enough gap to secure third place. And Max Ostrich gets fourth place, Julian Rue gets fifth, and Emery Hancock gets sixth place. Which brings us next to the Group 3 Snowball race. The Snowball race could easily be thought of for whatever number lap it is, that's how many points first place for that lap gets. You can see here Amelia Hicks took the risk and got away from the field all the way until right before the 7th lap, acquiring 21 points for third place. Right here it looks like the field had enough and decided to try to catch Amelia to get some of those points in the latter half of the race. Here we see Rudy Kiefer making the jump on Justin Roman to pick up 7 points. And then Justin responds with a winning break that allows him to pick up 63 points in all. Rudy does manage to catch Justin and makes an aggressive tack to get the last 2 laps, securing second place. Next is the Group 2 Snowball. That's 15 laps in all. That's 120 points on the table in all. The group was pretty animated, and it looks like everyone got to get a little bit of action for the most part. Group stayed together until about 7 laps. The total points rundown was Leah Genus, first place. She got 25 points. Travis Mueller in second place. He got 23 points. Tucker Glasgow for third, got 20 points. Aaron Freeman for fourth, got 17 points. David Edgeter got 5th place with 14 points. Chanel Ziesel got 6th place with 9 points. John Everest got 7th place with 6 points. And Madeline Pierce got 8th place with 6 points. The final snowball of the night is the Group 1 Snowball race. That's a 15-lap race with 13 riders in the field. Howard Buckley snaps at the first bell, going for broke. He gains 5 points and secures third place overall. Daniel Brewer bridges the gap and starts taking turns with Max Ostrich, maintaining their lead on the field. This arrangement between the two allows Max Ostrich to make 24 points, securing second place overall. Daniel Brewer breaks from Max with 3 to go and stays off the front, getting Daniel 89 points total for the race. Next race was the 30-lap points race. That was 8 riders in all.
Double points on the final or no? Double on the final, yes.
Leah appeared to be in prime form as she got first place overall, and David Edgeter got second place. Travis Neumuller got third place. John Everest got fourth place. Aaron Freeman got fifth place, and Daniel Brochard got sixth place. Judging by all the grunts and groans that I heard in the field, I'm assuming that no one was holding any punches. Let's see more racing like this in the future.
Yeah, it's like I was not climbing at all anymore.
The last race of the night is the Group 1 60 laps points race. That's a sprint every 10, so that's sprint every 2 miles. The total length of the race is 12 miles. The points race leading up to the first sprint can have a lot of tension as the pace gradually winds up. There's actually a great deal of defensive and offensive play in a points race. first sprint usually sets the pace for the rest of the race. Often, the momentum of that first sprint will lead out an attack directly after the sprint. In this case, we see Max Ostrich take first place for this lap, followed by Morgan Stern and then Annalise Ostrich for third. We did not see a break on the tail end of the first sprint, but I want you to watch what happens here. Max Ostrich yet again at the front. Notice the hesitation from behind Max's position right after the sprint. You see Aaron Young make a move, and then there's Daryl Christopher making an attack from the bottom. Daniel Brewer makes a high-flying attack from the back, and then it all goes wide open from here. Daniel Brewer does break free to make a solo run for lapping the field.
Careful!
Once he laps the field, he is no longer collecting points for first place. That goes to the riders that are out front of the field but are behind him. He gains 20 points and is now absorbed into the field. With Daniel Brewer having caught the field, we see Carlos Fernandez leading out Daryl Christopher and Julian Rue. Julian Rue walks it in with Daryl Christopher right behind him, having dropped Carlos Fernandez. Daniel Brewer made another attack, going for another lap around the field. We can see that Daniel did catch up with the three off the front, which does put him back in contention for sprint points. It looks like Daniel Brewer has no intention of backing down. He's going to lead this sprint out as well.
Everybody's down one lap, except 56.
Not only does Daniel Brewer show that he has command of the sprint, but that he's also made yet another lap on the field. Now we see the group has finally come back together, with Daniel Brewer 2 laps up, and the 3 riders behind him are now a 1 lap up. Knowing where he stands in this race, he decides to just go for another round. I'm guessing Daniel did a lot of training during the pandemic. Daryl Christopher realizes this is his last chance to get some points. He makes a strong attack away from the field. It's a splintered frenzy, with Daniel Brewer not too far behind. It's going to be in his best interest to stay a certain amount of distance away from the field so that way he keeps his first place points position. Notice how Daryl Christopher rolls in all cool with style. That's it, folks. My name is William Santana. If you have any questions, you can find me on Instagram. That's CorsaCast. Or you can email me. That's info@corsacast.com. See ya.